Bruins friends, we're recording from the Nook. We're recording on the slap chop because, I don't know, just didn't feel like using the computer. But Bruins friends, I think you know it's time to hug it out, because that is not just a 6-3 victory over the Montreal Canadiens. That is a 6-3 victory over the Montreal Canadiens a full 100 years after the first win that the Bruins had against the Montreal Canadiens. Welcome back down into the den, everybody. Now, we all know this was the Centennial Game for the Boston Bruins. This was a game commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Boston Bruins' first game ever, in which they beat the, if I'm not mistaken, the Montreal Maroons by a score of 2-1 on December 1st, 1924. A full 100 years later, and things have only changed a little bit. First of all, like, comment, and subscribe. Nailed it. Second of all, we're gonna go into some of the ceremony, but not too much. It's gonna be because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch this game. I watched the third period, and that was it. Main reason, I was at work, and at work, I work at Gillette Stadium, so instead of watching this game, I was watching the Patriots lose to the Indianapolis Colts. Always fun to watch Anthony Richardson just waltz into the end zone on a 2-point conversion and win the game. Hey, we're just counting down the days until Will Campbell. We're counting down the days until we have an actually good offensive line. In any case, Bruins. First of all, before we actually get into the game, we have to talk about one outstanding issue, and that is Nikita Zadorov. And no, it's not about his poor play. It's about the incident between him and Evgeny Malkin during the Pittsburgh game. Both players have been fined and $5,000, which is the maximum amount allowable by the CBA for the altercation. And I will just say, sure. I'm not gonna act like Zadorov wasn't being kind of a punk ass as well. But yeah, but giving it to Malkin does also make sense. And we get through that, and we get to this game, and there's a whole ceremony of pretty much all the Bruins greats. You got Bobby Orr, you got Ray Bourque, you got Willie O'Ree, you got Johnny Busick, you got all of them coming down. You even got Cam Neely taking a break from fucking up this team to stroke his own ego again, and who else comes out? None other than Patrice Bergeron and Brad Marchand, and both participating in the ceremony. And honestly, we needed that. We need to see that again. We need to see Bergie back. I miss Bergeron. I miss my boy Bergie. I miss him. He was a fantastic captain. He was a fantastic person. I don't know if he'll make a good coach. People have been talking about him as a potential replacement for Monty. I don't think so. I think right now you give him a chance to just exist for a little bit away from hockey, and maybe approach him about it later. But at the same time, great players do not always make for great coaches. We've seen this with Wayne Gretzky's tenure as the head coach of the Coyotes before. But but also that I'm not entirely sure if Bergeron's statesmanship would really make for a good head coach. It would make him a great players coach. I don't necessarily know if he would be like actually decent head coach material in terms of like galvanizing this team to actually to do something. But I could be wrong, and he might be good. I got the hiccups. In any case, puck drops and oh my god, the Bruins are up 3-0. What? Yeah, the Bruins jump out early. The Bruins jump out early and they jump out hard. They really quickly into the game. The Bruins are up 3-0 against the Habs. Caden Primo cannot buy a save. And the defense cannot, and the Habs defense cannot buy talent. The Habs defense cannot buy talent. And you get one from McAvoy, you get one from Coyle, and you get one from Pasta. And I know Pasta really wanted that one. He really, really needed that goal. Oh, and I'm so happy that he got it. Hey, now the game was not. Now obviously, wasn't perfect. No game ever is. Not even shutouts are really ever perfect. But the Bruins minimized their mistakes against a lesser opponent, and they held on for a victory. And I will say held on because that's how it felt. That's how it felt because the Bruins in the second and third period gave three back. It gave three back. Two of them like right run with it. Two of them, one right after another. Oh my god, these hiccups are terrible. Oh. And there was the tiny little inkling of are they really gonna fucking blow a 4-goal lead in the third period? And thankfully they didn't. And the Bruins even scored on the power play, if I'm not mistaken. And Coyle and McAvoy get 2 goals last night, which honestly, really, really happy for both of them. Really happy for both of them, especially for McAvoy. McAvoy's been having a bitch of a time recently, and so for him to not just get 1 but 2 goals, amazing. I love that for him. And then we get to the other 2, and then we get to the 2 goals that the Habs scored in the third. The first one, the Bruins lazily try and clear it, and Lane Hudson and pushes it back in for a Heinricher or something like that to score. By the way, Habs fans are gonna look at that that and look at Lane Hudson in transition and use it as evidence for the next two months as for why Lane Hudson deserves the Calder. He doesn't deserve the Calder. It's either Macklin or it's Matvey. It's one of those two. It's not Lane. I'm sorry, Habs fans. I'm not sorry, but let's just say that I am. In any case, yes, the Bruins held on. There was one inkling of the Bruins doing something funny, where when the Habs emptied the net, the Bruins were driving, and Cole Koepke had the puck, and there was the slight hesitation before he shot it, where he was thinking, should I drop it back for McAvoy to get a hat trick, for Chucky to get a hat trick, and it would have been fun because the last Bruins defenseman to score a hat trick against the Habs, it was Zdeno Chara in his only hat trick of his career back in 2011, where with Jack Edwards is famous, and here come the chapeaus. Whose line? I love that call. But also I love Koepke for saying fuck it, I'll take the goal. And honestly, that is the attitude that this team needs right now. Is just to say fuck it and put the puck on net. You're not going to score on every single shot, but you're never gonna. But what's that one quote from The Office? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, or Michael Jordan, or someone. It was someone who said that. But for Koepke to have that level of this needs to be done. This needs to be done. I guess I'll do it right now. That's admirable. That is the type of attitude that I love with this team. Now, Bruins for the next. Bruins next game is Tuesday against the Red Wings. Red Wings right now are. Oh my God, these hiccups. Red Wings are sixth in the Atlantic. And hey, the Bruins getting back on track against the worst team in the Atlantic. I guess that's good. Again, I am kind of grading this game on a curve. I'm not taking a 6-3 win against one of the worst teams in the league to be like, oh, the Bruins are back, baby. Oh, here we go. No. I know this team enough to where I'm going to be hesitant about saying that they're back when they start to beat real teams again, and when they start to beat real teams again, I will be less critical. Well, I mean, I'll still be critical, but I'll still be critical, but I won't be as pessimistic, I suppose. So, that is going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for watching and putting up with my hiccups. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.